Everyone in my family, even our relatives, is a doctor. Looks like you're the odd one out.
You seriously don't know who my brother is?
Excuse me?
Rudy! Congratulations! Yui! Thank you so much for coming.
Rudy, congratulations. I really mean it.
Keiichi?
My name's Keiichi Sato. Today, I'm attending the wedding of my younger sister and my old classmate, Shinji.
Rudy's been doing an excellent job at Doki Doki Hospital. She's one of our most popular physicians.
Kazunari, I'm counting on you to look after Rudy.
Still, there's something that worries me. Everyone in my family, even our relatives, is a doctor. Looks like you're the odd one out. Keiichi, you know the proper etiquette for attending a wedding, right? Don't embarrass us or Rudy in front of everyone.
You seriously don't know who my brother is?
Excuse me?
Rudy, hey, it's a wedding. Let's just relax, okay?
It's not fine with me. How could he say something like that to you, who's about to become part of his family? And it's not like you've never met him before. He's seen Kazunari, the director of Doki Doki Hospital, and you plenty of times.
Huh?
Just the other day, there was an internal report, so I was sent out to investigate the site.
Oh, right. You're from the Medical Oversight Division. Sorry about that. Maybe I'm just getting old. I've been terrible with names and faces lately. I didn't even recognize you. You look totally different. You used to be such a nobody, and now you're in the Medical Oversight Division?
My brother busted his tail studying, passed a really tough exam, and earned the job he has now. And even with everything he had on his plate, he always backed my dream of becoming a doctor. The only reason I'm where I am today is because of him. So I won't forgive anyone who talks about him like that. But wait, what do you mean, internal report?
Huh? Hasn't that information been shared with the staff yet?
Well, you see, with the wedding and everything, things been a bit hectic around here.
What do you mean?
There was an anonymous internal report about the issue of doctors being listed only on paper. I told you to correct it immediately, didn't I?
Wait, are you saying you actually reduced the number of full-time doctors?
No, that's not it. We're still within the required staffing numbers.
Some of the doctors were splitting their time with other hospitals. So on paper, the numbers looked fine, but in reality, calling them full-time was pretty questionable.
We didn't have a choice. We wanted to keep the beds open, but we're short on doctors, so this was the only way. Exactly, Keiichi. You've always been so rigid about things.
I get the situation. But if things stay the way they are, lives that could have been saved might be lost. And I did tell you that if it isn't corrected, administrative penalties could follow at the next inspection, didn't I?
Administrative penalties over something this minor? That's ridiculous.
If that happens, the real problem will be the region losing its medical services.
I thought Doki Doki Hospital was a reliable place, but maybe I was wrong.
I was wondering why we kept getting emergency call-ins lately, so that's what was going on.
Those of us working on the front lines were never told any of this. Keiichi looked into this because he cares about this hospital. I seriously can't believe you. And the way you treated him earlier was out of line. The ceremony may already be done, but we haven't legally registered the marriage yet. I need time to think about what comes next.
Rudy, hey, don't say that. Keiichi, sorry, man. I guess I was still thinking about how you were back in middle school. You've really turned things around. And we were actually talking about the hospital issue among the executives and about to pass it down to the staff. The timing just got crossed. Rudy is a star physician. There's no way we can let her leave Doki Doki Hospital. I finally secured my position as the husband of a popular doctor. There's no way I'm letting that slip away. Did you forget the vows we just made? I said I'd make you happy for the rest of your life. I love you from the bottom of my heart. You feel the same, right?
I can't answer that right now. I need time to think.
Darn it. If Keiichi hadn't said anything unnecessary...
Keiichi, wait up!
Yui?
That's right. We were in the same class back in middle school. I'm Yui Katsuragi.
Wow, it's been a long time.
I'm really happy you still remember me.
Of course I remember you.
I used to secretly have a thing for Keiichi, but I never told him how I felt. He was already great back in middle school, but he's gotten even more attractive. Yui here is one of our most talented nurses. I had no idea you two were classmates. Talented? You're exaggerating. About what happened today, I'm so sorry. Things got really tense toward the end. It's okay. Actually, I was the one who reported it anonymously.
What?
Yui, you always jump in to help whenever we're short on staff. That's how you realized the staffing situation was off, right? Yeah, but I didn't have the courage to say it openly, so I reported it anonymously. I know it's pathetic. That's not true.
You did it because you care about the patients and the hospital. Anonymous or not, that takes real courage.
No, Keiichi. You're the amazing one. I can't believe you're working in the medical oversight division.
Honestly, Yui, I think you're the amazing one. Nursing isn't just about being kind. It takes skill, judgment, and knowledge too. I think it's a hard job, but an incredible one.
Thanks. I want to become someone who deserves someone like Keiichi. And I want to grow as a nurse so I can support doctors like Ruri. If that happens, maybe Keiichi will start seeing me differently.
After that, Ruri and Shinji decided to put their marriage on hold. Meanwhile, at Doki Doki Hospital,
That staffing issue that got exposed at Rudy's wedding? None of the doctors actually working here were told about it, right?
No, we've always just taken what the executives said at face value. But maybe we should start looking into things ourselves.
In the end, it's the frontline staff who end up paying the price.
I'll let the rest of the staff know that if anyone notices something off, we should all share the information. You're right. If we work together, I'm sure we can fix this.
and a few days later, we received another internal report, so we're here to give guidance notice of an on-site inspection.
What now? And who keeps filing these reports anyway?
All of us staff members work together to investigate.
What did you say?
We want this hospital to be a place where the staff can work without worry, and patients can feel safe getting treatment.
Besides the issue with doctors being listed on paper, we've also heard that medication double checks might not actually be happening, that residents are being treated almost like full doctors, and that nurses are basically filling in for missing lab techs, along with several other problems caused by understaffing.
If you had concerns, you should have reported them to management first. Why are you filing reports behind my back?
It's because we don't trust the leadership anymore. Honestly, would you have done anything if it had been pointed out from the outside?
What? That's not true.
A few days later, after the audit results came in,
Given this situation, if things are not corrected by the next inspection, we'll have no choice but to issue an improvement order as an administrative penalty.
So Keiichi was right after all.
Alright, I get it. We'll fix it. That's what you want, right?
make sure the situation is corrected in reality, not just on paper. However,
We've been trying to recruit doctors from other hospitals, but they keep turning us down. They say they'd only consider it if the conditions were better than what they have now.
What's their problem? Doki Doki Hospital is a big name hospital. They should be grateful we even reached out. But the moment we do, they start acting all smug.
Every hospital out there is struggling with staffing shortages right now.
I know that, but still.
At this rate, the staffing shortage won't be solved. I think we may need to make some concessions regarding working conditions.
We've kept this hospital profitable for years. Hiring more staff is already pushing the budgets to its limits. So we can't afford to give any more grounds.
Even so, we won't get through the next audit like this, and the staff's frustration will only keep building.
That's true. The pushback from inside the hospital, especially from Ruri, has been getting more noticeable lately. Alright, I get it. I'll figure something out. Hello?
Dr. Shinozuka, it's been a while.
Hino, you left your previous hospital recently, right?
Yes, that's right, but
So, I wanted to ask you something. It could actually work out pretty well for you too. How about coming to work at Doki Doki Hospital? Huh, but I was planning to retire from active practice. I'm not asking you to work on the front lines like before. Just think of it as helping me out, for old time's sake, alright? It's true, you've helped me out a lot over the years, but come on, I'm counting on you. I mean, if you're insisting like that, then...
A few months later.
The number of doctors increased, but somehow the situation doesn't feel that different from before. Yui, how's it going? Are you on the late shift? Hey there! Yeah, I am. I got caught up working on paper and ended up staying late. I'll see you tomorrow. Tonight's on-call doctors are Shinji and Dr. Hino, the one who joined recently. Huh? I hear something from the on-call room. Wait a second. Is that the emergency pager?
Hello? Is this Doki Doki Hospital? There's been a fire at a live music venue. Most patients appear to have minor injuries, but we need you to accept about 20 of them.
Okay. Shinji, don't tell me you were sleeping.
Huh? Ruri?
Where's Dr. Hino?
Oh, he said he was going to the convenience store inside the hospital.
And he left the emergency phone here? Are you guys kidding me? Forget it. About 20 patients with minor injuries will be arriving any minute.
What?
Brady, I've already requested backup from nearby hospitals.
They're only minor injuries, right? Do we really need to call for backup?
What are you talking about? Even if they seem minor, their condition could worsen. The ER and the on-call doctors alone can't possibly handle this. Yui, thanks for the support. I'll send out an emergency call to the nursing staff. I appreciate it.
Wait, 20 patients at once? How are we going to deal with that?
Shinji, why are you just standing there? Get the blankets ready and prepare for triage.
Thanks to the efforts of Ruri and Yui, the hospital successfully accepted every patient and provided proper treatment, but a few days later.
About the on-call doctor during the recent fire incident, what exactly happened? If Ruri hadn't happened to stay late that night, who knows what might have happened?
Well, I'd been on call several nights in a row, so I was exhausted and dozed off.
If that's the cause, then the staffing system clearly still has some problems.
The staffing issue was already resolved. We're fully meeting the required numbers now. And none of the doctors are working at multiple hospitals anymore.
Then what about Dr. Hino? Wasn't he neglecting his duties?
I was planning to retire from active practice. I only came to Doki Doki Hospital because Dr. Shinozuka insisted. To be honest, my eyesight isn't what it used to be, and making difficult diagnoses is beyond me now.
Kazunari, what's going on here?
No one else was willing to come, so I had no choice.
The only reason the nearby hospitals accepted our request for help was because Yui has been keeping in touch with them. What would you have done if that hadn't been the case?
Excuse me, Mr. Konishi, and you guys are from the Medical Oversight Division. What brings you all here? I read the report about the fire incident, and we also received the report through the fire department about the absence of the on-call doctor that night. Because of this matter, the Medical Oversight Division has issued an improvement order. What? You were warned about the staffing shortage before, yet you tried to cover it up again with paperwork tricks. Those weren't tricks. I was only trying different ways to keep the hospital running for the sake of healthcare in this region, without reducing the number of beds. And nothing went wrong during the fire incident. Everything worked out fine in the end. All the staff have been working hard to make Doki Doki Hospital better, yet the executives betrayed that effort. What are you talking about? We've been working for this hospital all along. We've even maintained profitable operations the entire time.
These are people's lives you're dealing with. Don't you understand that?
Keiichi's absolutely right. The only reason this incident didn't end in disaster was pure luck. You were this close to causing a major disaster, and you're still talking like that? That's a serious lack of awareness for someone in management. A hospital that can't prepare for emergencies can't protect the region's healthcare system.
What a hospital should value isn't its finances or how things look on paperwork. It's the quality of care, the staff, and how patients are treated. Audits aren't there to help you keep your appearances. They exist so you don't lose sight of what truly matters.
Even at the wedding, you didn't care about who my brother is as a person. You only judged him by what you saw on the outside.
As the first step toward improving operations, we'll begin by considering disciplinary action against Kazunari and Shinji. We'll also conduct a full investigation into Dr. Hino's involvement. Disciplinary action, you say? This can't be happening. You ignored the instructions from the Medical Oversight Division, so this outcome was inevitable. If we'd known it would come to this, we should have accepted the guidance properly.
After that, the investigation uncovered more and more misconduct one after another, and the two were eventually dismissed.
Come on, we're relatives, right? I'm sure your hospital is short on doctors. Hook me up with a job.
Apparently, he's been calling every doctor in the family, but they're all avoiding him now.
Ruri, hey, you wouldn't abandon me too, would you?
Just stay out of my life.
Ruri also broke off her engagement to Shinji. After that, Ruri opened her own clinic as an independent physician.
You're doing great. You're getting all better. That's all thanks to you, Rudy. You were so brave with that shot. Good job.
And Yui now works at the clinic as a nurse.
Your shots don't hurt at all. Yui, it's like magic. Take care, okay? Okay.
Hey, I brought you guys some snacks for your lunch break.
Keiichi, yay! Keiichi? I have something I want to tell you.
What is it?
All right. This time I'm finally going to confess my feelings.
Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.